It's the NFL on EA Sports. And up next is Darius Slay. He got the QB not once, but twice last week with a pair of interceptions. It's the Vikings and the Eagles on Thursday night.
Alors les gars, alors c'est la deuxième journée. La deuxième journée, parce que la première journée j'ai oublié d'enregistrer. Je croyais qu'en fait c'était la pré-saison et c'était la première journée. Malheureusement c'était un super match parce qu'on est revenu à la fin et en plus nous avons gagné en prolongation. Donc j'espère faire un match aussi bien. Le problème c'est que c'est Philadelphie et c'est une grosse équipe.
So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And a look at a guy, definitely got a little razzle-dazzle to him. Can do it with his arm.
Bon, on va faire une course en premier. Hein. Je vais à peu près commencer par une course. De toute façon. Alors pour ceux qui ne savent pas, je suis quarterback.
They run with a veteran speedster. It's Kareem Hunt. And a hard-earned yard there as he ran through one would-be tackler.
140 yards en 23 courses, ça a été énorme. Allez, on se dépêche là. Allez, on va faire une passe. Ouais, c'est pas ce que j'apprécie. Hein.
The last play got just a yard.
On va peut-être donner à Hunt au niveau de la passe.
To throw.
Oh putain. Ça commence mal.
They currently sit at number 4 in the NFL in terms of stopping the run.
We know it's only week 1, but the results are pretty good so far. The key is, can they do it week in and week out? Because right now, they're not awarding any championships or trophies after 1 week of performance. And some nice young faces playing for them.
Et j'ai fait une connerie. C'est le bal. Mais non, mais c'est pas possible. Je commence pas. C'est une c'est le stress de faire la vidéo en plus. Non. Ah ouais.
He's hoping for better luck here on drive number 2. Of course, the first drive, he threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. Now starting again here, 1st and 10.
Mais non, j'ai pu couper.
The Eagles get there for the sack. Fletcher Cox.
J'ai du mal à me mettre dans les matchs. Ah punaise, mais c'est pas possible, je suis vraiment minable.
That tells you about his off-season. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Swings this out for Hunt. And they'll get him down right around the 11-yard line. Only able to gain a couple there. And they're going to be staring at a third and long.
Super sécurité. De quoi? Essayer de faire un peu ça. Ah bah ça fait grave hein. Moi que je triche, on voit que je triche pas du tout. Bon, 14-0, c'est pas bon du tout ça. Non, c'est un bon match la semaine dernière. Allez, on va faire une course. On va calmer tout ça. Pour Hunt.
They'll begin the drive with Hunt. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Il a gagné 6 yards.
Of course, remember last week, week number 1, quite the opener for him, NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he does not want to be a flash in the pan. He wants to have that type of a game each and every week. Let's see if he can get a second award in week 2 of the season.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and now we've got a 3rd and 3. Well, this defense for the Eagles, terrific last week in the season opening victory.
On va laisser un peu le temps tourner pour fatiguer un peu la défense.
discussed on defense.
Mais là, on n'est
There's
pas
an
vraiment au top
emphasis
du
there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On third down, here's Hunt. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy.
J'ai monté sur la ligne à droite, pardon, il se fait avoir à chaque
How
fois.
about the
Il
big
est très
guy
faible.
there showing some agility? He just flipped from his D-tackle position.
C'est là
in
qu'il est
order to
chaud.
make that play.
86. 87. 87, c'est peut-être le tight end. Oh, compliqué tout ça. Oh là, 21.
Here again comes the captain of this offense leading his crew back out there now. The second quarter, they're down big already. He's struggling as well.
Ça fait
They've
mal.
got to find something here. He's got to find something on this drive.
And sometimes you take on all that extra pressure on yourself.
Chaque fois qu'ils sont en
And
attaque,
maybe you have
ils
to disperse it a little bit.
marquent.
Lean on some other people, lean on your teammates. Find someone who can take the pressure off and get the ball in their hands for a while.
Or this, if he doesn't, this is getting
yeah,
out of
yeah,
hand,
yeah.
or it could get worse.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so
Ce serait
be
bien
it.
que je
But
fasse tourner un
the
petit
main
peu plus le
goal,
temps quand même.
get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve.
Oh.
They become just as critical to the
Troisième et
passing
inch,
attack
ça veut dire
as a lot of
troisième et
receivers,
quelques
tight ends,
centimètres.
because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
The Vikings on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a
Oui, il
conversion.
reste très peu.
They're looking at 3rd and a few inches.
Voilà, ça ferait du bien au moral là.
They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. By the skin of their teeth, they are able to convert on 3rd and inches.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That one is caught by Hunt. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards there, first down Vikings. A good throw there, and this is a quarterback who's still just getting his feet wet, obviously. By most accounts, last week played okay in the victory, but I want to know, Charles, what was your impression of his play last week?
Brandon, I think a lot of teams will be happy with okay, and early on, it's less about how many touchdowns did he throw, but did he not throw interceptions? Did he handle adversity? Did he handle the huddle? Those types of things. That's what people are looking for.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
From the 48-yard line, here's the 2nd and 9. They'll set up a throw. Over the middle and complete to Addison. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7.
Mais non!
Meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted.
J'avais appuyé sur la touche, j'ai relâché.
So a couple of first downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to...
Ah, punaise. Bon, c'est bien, pour une fois, ils n'ont pas
Comes
marqué.
their leader and the captain of this offense
Là, ça
back
commence
onto
à
the
faire.
field.
On se retrouve sur nos 20. On a beaucoup de terrain à faire.
They'll start with him on the ground. And the running lane's non-existent in this
Là,
first
je vois
half
que
as they'll stop him behind the line. Safety Reed Blankenship. He got in there and stopped him for a loss on the
Ça va être
play.
très dur
We
par
think,
rapport aux
Brandon, I
équipes
like the intensity this defense is
comme
showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just
Philadelphie.
holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. He lets one go deep for Addison. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance
Il
to
reste
scan
une
it
13,
twice.
ouais,
The
on va faire
protection
une
was
force.
that good. Unfortunately for
Parfait,
him,
maintenant.
the coverage downfield,
Ça, on
equally
se
good.
fera. Ils auront très peu de temps pour essayer de marquer avant la mi-temps.
Handoff up the middle. Hunt. And he's going to get this one across
Ça
the
tombe là.
30-yard line.
C'est péché parce qu'on a un first down maintenant.
14, a terrific play call. Obviously an important run to avoid the 3 and out on your own side of the field.
Shows a lot of faith in that offensive unit, doesn't it? That you want to run the ball in that situation, pick up the first down. Also helps out your defensive guys a little bit too. Allows them to get at least one.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes.
Le gars n'a pas
Brandon
lancé.
Graham applied the heat off the edge.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They had not
Je
getting
suis
much generated offensively. They've
énervé.
got to figure it out.
It's tough because
Ça
this
se sent pas, mais
defense
je suis
just
très
seems to be
énervé.
playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw.
Oh,
It's
faire une
knocked
course.
away
Voilà,
and
c'est tout.
incomplete.
On a perdu.
Down several scores, ball behind the chains is not the way.
Alors, je vais
to
faire
have
quelque chose avant la
success.
mi-temps,
Right now, with the
mais
offensive
mais
line, your big concern, protecting your quarterback, and even a chance to try and throw something downfield to pick up the needed yardage.
Oh, bah il part.
Now he's loose down the left sideline. And he will go out right near the 35-yard
Il faudrait que
line.
je fasse
Well, you
plus
know
de
what they say
courses.
about the best laid plans, partner. I mean, this one was totally foiled. They played for the pass. The idea was if you want to run it, that's fine. We'll rally up and make the tackle, except they didn't get it done.
Yeah, it's third and long and a big run there. How about that?
Alors normalement, voilà, on a marqué 3 points. Hop.
It's the
La
Vikings
deuxième
turn
mi-temps,
on offense. We get
ils ont
ready
marqué
for
7
their
points.
first possession of the second half. A CD,
On se
they
fait
certainly know the
étrier,
hole
mais
that they
étrier.
face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers,
Oh, là.
they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because
Ça va
if
être
you're on an
très
NFL
très compliqué.
roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Second and 13.
Oh là là.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And that is
Dommage.
incomplete.
Ah non, même pas.
Force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
And you can tell just by looking at him that this offense is a frustrated unit. Things are
Je suis
really
pas aidé par mon
unraveling here, and as a head coach,
Allez, 35. Je vais
Now the
pleurer.
Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them,
que 3 yards. On déploie des forces, etc. Tout ça pour 3 yards.
This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A gain of 21 yards. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. He's going to dump this off to his running back Hunt.
J'aurais dû passer à l'autre qui était devant.
49 to the 50. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And they stop him up short of 1st down as they get him about the 53. The screen gets 7, but it's not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you can get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
And boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. Kareem Hunt stops short of the sticks. And the Eagles defense.
Ah merde, on a perdu le ballon. C'était la 4e. Oh non, j'écoute, j'en ai marre. C'est une catastrophe ce match. Allez, non. 35-3. Voilà, c'est une raclée. Et c'était bien montré. Donc voilà, c'est des matchs assez rapides parce que nous sommes en attaque. J'espère vous revoir pour le prochain match, la 3e semaine. Merci à vous et continuez à vous abonner, continuez avec les pouces bleus. Surtout bonne fête.